an outstanding judge to the federal bench, as we so often have in this chamber. With that, I yield the floor.
Mr. President.
Senator from New Jersey.
Mr. President, I rise to speak today in support of Kevin McNulty, a distinguished New Jerseyan, an outstanding candidate for the District Court of New Jersey, and I certainly urge my colleagues to vote affirmatively on his confirmation in just a few minutes. A district judge must possess exemplary analytical skills, a strong work ethic, and extraordinary knowledge of the law, and I'm proud to say that Mr. McNulty has demonstrated these qualities on countless occasions. He has been the chair of the appeals group in the prestigious law firm of Gibbons. At Gibbons, he's been directly involved in approximately 100 appeals related to a wide variety of legal issues, including pharmaceutical, intellectual property, commercial, and criminal matters. He has tirelessly fought for his clients' interests. His hard work, as you heard Senator Lautenberg describe, and dedication earned him the New Jersey Law Journal Lawyer of the Year Award for 2008. And before his distinguished time at Gibbons, he served as the chief of the Appeals Division of the United States Attorney's Office, where he was also the lead attorney for the Organized Crime and Drug Enforcement Task Force, as well as the ethics officer and grand jury coordinator. While at the U.S. Attorney's Office, he was honored with the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association Award. He began his professional career as a law clerk for the Honorable Frederick Lacy, the U.S. District Judge for the District of New Jersey at that time. He graduated cum laude, was third in his class at New York University School of Law. His academic achievement also earned him membership in the New York University Law Review, where he served as articles editor, and membership in the Honor Society Order of the Cloth. And while at New York University School of Law, he was awarded the American Judicial Society Prize, the Pomeroy Prize, and the Moot Court Advocacy Award. Just shows the breadth and scope of his intellectual ability. And outside of his professional career, he's demonstrated an admirable commitment to public service, member of the Board of Trustees of the Urban League of Essex County, a former member of the Third Circuit Lawyers Advisory Committee, co-author of the Pennsylvania Bar Institute Guide to Third Circuit Practice. He's written and spoken on a whole host of legal topics. He's also an active member of the New Jersey Federal and American Bar Associations. So throughout his career, Kevin McNulty has demonstrated a strong analytical ability, rapid research skills, and outstanding work ethic, and I believe he is well equipped to serve with distinction as a district judge for the District of New Jersey. In sum, the breadth and scope of Mr. McNulty's experience and qualifications make him exceptionally well qualified for the position of U.S. District Judge. Finally, I want to take the opportunity to say I am hopeful that our colleagues will agree to move forward on two other New Jersey nominations, Michael Shipp, who has been nominated to the 3rd District, and Patty Schwartz, who is nominated to the 3rd Circuit. Michael Shipp is a highly respected magistrate judge in New Jersey who has an abiding commitment to the rule of law, a deep knowledge of both criminal and civil law, and a long commitment to public service. Patty Schwartz is also a well-respected magistrate judge who has handled over 4,000 civil and criminal cases. Both of these judges deserve immediate consideration. Their qualifications will make them an exceptional addition to the federal bench in New Jersey, and certainly I offer my strong support to both of them as we move forward in this process. So I hope after tonight's vote, where we expect this extraordinary candidate to be confirmed, that we will get to the opportunity to do so also for Judge Shipp and Judge Schwartz. With that, Mr. President, I yield the floor and observe the absence of a quorum, or withhold that observation.
Mr. President.
Senator from Oklahoma.
Just for an announcement, after the conclusion of these votes, I'll be making what I think is a very significant announcement in terms of 35 actually, members of this body who have stated that they will oppose the Law of the Sea Treaty, which of course means it would not be able to be passed this session. So I'll be doing that immediately following the votes that take place momentarily, and I suggest the absence of a quorum.
Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka.
Senator from Tennessee. Without objection? Questions on a nomination? Is there sufficient second? There appears to be. Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka, Mr. Alexander, Ms. Ayat, Mr. Barrasso, Mr. Baucus, Mr. Begich, Mr. Bennett, Mr. Bingaman, Mr. Blumenthal, Mr. Blunt, Mr. Bozeman, Mrs. Boxer, Mr. Brown of Massachusetts, Mr. Brown of Ohio, Mr. Burr, Ms. Cantwell, Mr. Cardin, Mr. Carper, Mr. Casey, Mr. Chambliss, Mr. Coates, Mr. Coburn, Mr. Cochran, Ms. Collins, Mr. Conrad, Mr. Coons, Mr. Corker, Mr. Cornyn, Mr. Crapo, Mr. DeMint, Mr. Durbin, Mr. Enzi, Mrs. Feinstein, Mr. Franken, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Grassley, Mrs. Hagan, Mr. Harkin, Mr. Hatch, Mr. Heller, Mr. Hoven, Mrs. Hutchison, Mr. Inhofe, Mr. Inouye, Mr. Isaacson, Mr. Johans, Mr. Johnson of Wisconsin, Mr. Johnson of South Dakota, Mr. Kerry, Mr. Kirk, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Cole, Mr. Kyle, Ms. Landrieu, Mr. Lautenberg, Mr. Leahy, Mr. Lee, Mr. Levin, Mr. Lieberman, Mr. Lugar, Mr. Manchin, Mr. McCain, Mrs. McCaskill, Mr. McConnell, Mr. Menendez, Mr. Merkley, Ms. Mikulski, Mr. Moran, Ms. Murkowski, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Nelson of Nebraska, Mr. Nelson of Florida, Mr. Paul, Mr. Portman, Mr. Pryor, Mr. Reed of Rhode Island, Mr. Reed of Nevada, Mr. Risch, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Rubio, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Sessions, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Shelby, Ms. Snow, Ms. Stabenow, Mr. Tester, Mr. Thune, Mr. Toomey, Mr. Udall of Colorado, Mr. Udall of New Mexico, Mr. Vitter, Mr. Warner, Mr. Webb, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Senators voting in the affirmative: Alexander, Bingaman, Conrad, Crapo, Grassley, Inhofe, Inouye, Isaacson, Johans, Landrieu, Lautenberg, Leahy, Manchin, McCain, Menendez, and Whitehouse. No senator voted in the negative. Mr. Shelby, aye. Mr. Burr, aye. Mr. Vitter, aye. Mr. Merkley. Mr. Merkley. Aye. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Bozeman. Aye. Mr. Coburn. Mr. Coburn. Aye. Mr. Sessions. Mr. Sessions. Aye. Mr. Carey. Mr. Carey. Aye. Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed of Rhode Island. Aye. Mrs. Gillibrand. Mrs. Gillibrand. Aye. Mr. Sanders. Mr. Sanders. Aye. Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham. Aye. Mr. Pryor. Mr. Pryor. Aye. Mr. Cochran. Mr. Cochran. Aye. Mr. Kyle. Mr. Kyle. Aye. Ms. Stabenow. Ms. Stabenow. Aye. Mr. Lugar. Mr. Lugar. Aye. Mr. Thune. Mr. Thune. Aye. Mr. McConnell. Mr. McConnell. Aye. Mrs. Boxer. Mrs. Boxer. Aye. Ms. Ayotte. Ms. Ayotte. Aye. Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul. No. Mr. Corker. Mr. Corker. Aye. Mrs. Hutchison. Mrs. Hutchison. Aye. Mr. Barrasso. Mr. Barrasso. Aye. Mr. Cornyn. Mr. Cornyn. Aye. Mrs. McCaskill. Mrs. McCaskill. Aye. Ms. Collins. Ms. Collins. Aye. Mr. Franken. Mr. Franken. Aye. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown of Massachusetts. Aye. Mr. Begich. Mr. Begich. Aye. Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee. No. Mr. DeMint. Mr. DeMint. No. Ms. Snow. Ms. Snow. Aye. Mr. Warner. Mr. Warner. Aye. Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb. Aye. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnson of South Dakota. Aye. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnson of Wisconsin. Aye. Mr. Cardin, Mr. Cardin. Aye. Mr. Wyden, Mr. Wyden. Aye. Mr. Hatch. Mr. Hatch. Aye. Ms. Klobuchar, Ms. Klobuchar. Aye. Mrs. Shaheen, Mrs. Shaheen. Aye. Mr. Akaka, Mr. Akaka. Aye. Mr. Udall of New Mexico. Aye. Mr. Enzi, Mr. Enzi. Aye. Mr. Levin, Mr. Levin. Aye. Mr. Toomey, Mr. Toomey. Aye. Mr. Coates, Mr. Coates. Aye. Mr. Nelson, Mr. Nelson of Nebraska. Aye. Mr. Rubio, Mr. Rubio. Aye. Mr. Nelson, Mr. Nelson of Florida. Aye. Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Rockefeller. Aye. Mr. Blunt, Mr. Blunt. Aye. Mr. Coons, Mr. Coons. Aye. Mr. Roberts, Mr. Roberts. Aye. Mr. Harkin, Mr. Harkin. Aye. Mr. Bennett, Mr. Bennett. Aye. Ms. Mikulski, Ms. Mikulski. Aye. Mr. Risch, Mr. Risch. Aye. Mr. Lieberman, Mr. Lieberman. Aye. Ms. Cantwell, Ms. Cantwell. Aye. Mr. Cole, Mr. Cole. Aye. Mr. Hoven, Mr. Hoven. Aye. Mr. Carper, Mr. Carper. Aye. Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey? Aye. Mr. Portman? Mr. Portman? Aye. Mrs. Feinstein? Mrs. Feinstein? Aye. Mr. Chambliss? Mr. Chambliss? Aye. Mr. Blumenthal? Mr. Blumenthal? Aye. Mr. Moran? Mr. Moran? Aye. Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown of Ohio? Aye. Mr. Baucus? Mr. Baucus? Aye. Mrs. Hagan? Mrs. Hagan? Aye. Mrs. Murray? Mrs. Murray? Aye. Mr. Reed? Mr. Reed of Nevada? Aye. Mr. Durbin? Mr. Durbin? Aye. Mr. Udall? Mr. Udall of Colorado? Aye.
Yeah, who's that?
nomination. Are there any senators wishing to vote or change their vote? Hearing none. The ayes are 91, the nays are 3, and 1 voting present. The nomination is confirmed. Under the previous order, the motion to reconsider is considered made and laid upon the table. The President will be immediately notified of the Senate's action, and the Senate will resume legislative session. Under the previous order, there will be 10 minutes of debate equally divided and controlled between the two leaders or their designees. The Senate will come to order.
Mr. Sheldon.
Mr. President.
Sheldon.
Senator from Florida.
Mr. President,
Chamber will be in order.
we're going to divide it up among 5 senators, so I'm just going to take a few seconds and say the corporations are having a field day because they can put all of this money in to influence the political system while at the same time being anonymous. So they don't have to disclose what every other donor in political contributions has to disclose. And are they interested in my state, in the quality of the representation of my state? I think they're interested in their own agenda and buying elections. Mr. President, I yield the floor.
Mr. President.
Senator from Ohio.
Mr. President, it's not a shareholder democracy where 10 million corporate dollars buys the $10 million corporate buys effectively drown out the 5, the 10, the $20 donations that represent real people with real concerns. The Disclose Act would make CEOs do what political candidates do, what we all do when you pay for political advertising. You face the camera, you tell the voters that you sponsored a commercial. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, surely you don't want to see our political system, our democratic system, become the puppet of a few large corporations with whatever interests they have, oil or big insurance or drug companies or companies that outsource jobs as their specialty. Madam President, I yield the floor.
The Senator from New York.
The most astounding fact that has emerged since the Citizens United decision is that just 17 people have given over half the money to the Republican super PAC. There is very little disclosure, and there's huge amounts of money cascading in from a small few. My colleagues, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you have to admit that this is corrosive to our democracy. This gets further away from the idea that each of us has equal say than anything that has been done in the last 100 years. And I hope my colleagues would just join us in this modest measure, which doesn't even limit how much people can give, but simply says they have to disclose. They have to tell their giving. When ads are disclosed, they are less vicious, and there is some semblance of truth that has to float around them. I urge my colleagues, for the good of this country, for the sake of our future, to support this modest, truly modest piece of legislation and yield the floor.
Mr. President, Madam President,
The Senator from Oregon.
perhaps the most important 3 words of our Constitution are "we the people." But we the people, the whole notion is threatened by oceans of dark, secret cash. Oceans used as a threat on the front end and as an election hammer on the back end. It simply is destructive to our democracy, and tonight is a night for some profiles encouraged to stand up for the American system, for democracy, and for the people.
President.
The Senator from Rhode Island.
Madam President, in 1822, the founding father, James Madison, wrote, "A popular government without popular information or the means of acquiring it is but a prologue to a farce or a tragedy or perhaps both. Knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and a people who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power knowledge gives. A vote for disclose is a vote to arm the people with the power that knowledge gives, to arm them with the popular information about elections, information necessary to prevent this great popular government of ours from becoming a special interest farce.
information necessary to protect this democracy from the tragedy, as John McCain predicted, the scandal that will result. Give the American people the information they need to be their own governors. Vote for disclose. I yield back the remainder of our time.
The Republican leader.
40 straight months of unemployment above 8%, a debt the size of our economy. And our friends in the majority want to get us to pass a bill that everybody from the ACLU to the NRA is opposed to. A bill designed to give the government the information to intimidate people who have the courage to stand up to the government and argue against what it's doing. Not only should we not be doing this in good times, but to waste the Senate's time on a proposal totally without merit at a time when our economy is in the tank is the ultimate waste of the Senate's time. I strongly urge a no vote.
The clerk will report the motion.
Madam President.
The majority leader.
Madam President, I'm going to use leader time. Mr. President, we know the Republicans don't like disclosure. You can find that from the persons they are going to nominate for President of the United States.
The clerk will report the motion to invoke cloture.
We, the undersigned senators, in accordance with the provisions of Rule 22 of the Standing Rules of the Senate, hereby move to bring to a close the debate on the motion to proceed to calendar numbered 446 S3369, a bill to amend the Federal Election Campaign Act of 1971 to provide for additional disclosure requirements for corporations, labor organizations, super PACs, and other entities, and for other purposes, signed by 18 senators.
By unanimous consent, the mandatory quorum call has been waived. The question is it the sense of the Senate that debate on the motion to proceed to S3369, a bill to amend the Federal Election Campaign Act of 1971 to provide for additional disclosure requirements for corporations, labor organizations, super PACs, and other entities, and for other purposes, shall be brought to a close. The yeas and nays are mandatory under the rule. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka, Mr. Alexander, Ms. Ayotte, Mr. Barrasso.
Gordon, aye. Blunt votes no. No.
Mr. Hatch. Mr. Baucus.
I got about a dozen pairs.
Mr. Hatch.
One in the committee room. Aye. Thank you.
Mr. Begich. Mr. Bennett.
Aye.
Mr. Bingaman.
Aye.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yes. Nebraska. Mansion.
No.
Gotcha.
Nelson. Aye. No.
Mr. Blumenthal, Mr. Blunt.
No. I was in line first.
Mr. Bozeman. Mrs. Boxer. Mr. Brown of Massachusetts. Mr. Brown of Ohio. Mr. Burr. Ms. Cantwell. Mr. Cardin, Mr. Carper, Mr. Casey. Mr. Chambliss. Mr. Coates. Mr. Coburn. Mr. Cochran. Ms. Collins. Mr. Conrad. Mr. Coons. Mr. Corker, Mr. Cornyn, Mr. Crapo, Mr. Dement, Mr. Durbin. No, he hasn't. Mr. Enzi. Mrs. Feinstein. Mr. Franken, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham. Mr. Grassley. Mrs. Hagan. Mr. Harkin, Mr. Hatch, Mr. Heller. Mr. Hoven, Mrs. Hutchison. Mr. Inhofe. Mr. Inouye. Mr. Isaacson, Mr. Johans, Mr. Johnson of Wisconsin, Mr. Johnson of South Dakota. Mr. Kerry, Mr. Kirk. Ms. Klobuchar. Mr. Cole. Mr. Kyle. Ms. Landrieu. Mr. Lautenberg. Mr. Leahy. Mr. Lee. Mr. Levin. Mr. Lieberman, Mr. Lugar, Mr. Manchin, Mr. McCain. Mrs. McCaskill, Mr. McConnell, Mr. Menendez. Mr. Merkley. Ms. Mikulski. Mr. Moran, Ms. Murkowski, Mrs. Murray. Mr. Nelson of Nebraska, Mr. Nelson of Florida. Mr. Paul, Mr. Portman, Mr. Pryor, Mr. Reed of Rhode Island, Mr. Reed of Nevada, Mr. Risch, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Rubio, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Sessions, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Shelby, Ms. Snow, Ms. Stabenow, Mr. Tester, Mr. Thune, Mr. Toomey, Mr. Udall of Colorado, Mr. Udall of New Mexico, Mr. McCain, Mr. Vitter, Mr. Warner, Mr. Webb, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Senators voting in the affirmative: Baucus, Begich, Bennett, Bingaman, Blumenthal, Boxer, Brown of Ohio, Cantwell, Cardin, Carper, Coons, Durbin, Franken, Gillibrand, Hagan, Harkin, Johnson of South Dakota, Kerry, Klobuchar, Cole, Landrieu, Lieberman, Manchin, McCaskill, Menendez, Merkley, Mikulski, Nelson of Nebraska, Nelson of Florida, Pryor, Reed of Rhode Island, Rockefeller, Sanders, Schumer, Shaheen, Stabenow, Warner, Webb, Whitehouse, and Wyden. Mrs. Murray. Mrs. Murray, aye. Mr. Inhofe. Ms. Ayotte. No. Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed of Nevada, aye. Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey, aye. I got you. Senators voting in the negative: Alexander, Ayotte, Barrasso, Blunt, Brown of Massachusetts, Chambliss, Coates, Cochran, Corker, Cornyn, Crapo, Dement, Enzi, Graham, Hatch, Hoeven, Inhofe, Isaacson, Johans, Johnson of Wisconsin, Kyle, Lee, Lugar, McCain, McConnell, Moran, Paul, Risch, Roberts, Rubio, Sessions, Shelby, Thune, Toomey, and Vitter. Mr. Akaka. Mr. Akaka, aye. Mr. Grassley. Mr. Grassley, no. Ms. Snow. Ms. Snow, no. Mr. Coburn. Mr. Coburn, no. Mr. Burr. Mr. Burr, no. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Bozeman, no. Mrs. Hutchison. Mrs. Hutchison, no. Mr. Levin. Mr. Levin, aye. Mr. Portman. Mr. Portman, no. Collins. Ms. Collins, no. Mr. Udall. Mr. Udall of Colorado, aye. Mr. Udall. Mr. Udall of New Mexico, aye. Mr. Inouye. Mr. Inouye, aye. Mr. Leahy. Mr. Leahy, aye. Ms. Feinstein. Mrs. Feinstein, aye. Mr. Conrad. Mr. Conrad, aye. Mr. Tester? Aye. Mr. Reed of Nevada? No.